Ever feel like your emotions are running the show? Like you can't seem to catch a break and everything outside of you is pulling the strings? It's as if life is a roller coaster and you're just along for the ride, completely at its mercy. What if I told you there was a way to step off that ride? A way to regain control, to stop letting external chaos dictate how you feel. You see, the key to emotional strength lies in understanding one simple thing. You can control your mind, even when you can't control the world around you. Take a second and think about what this actually means. Have you ever caught yourself spiraling after an unexpected setback? Like you're late for work because of traffic, or maybe someone said something that pushed you into a bad mood. In those moments, it feels like everything is out of control, right? But what if you could flip that? What if you could turn those situations into opportunities for emotional freedom? This isn't about denying what you feel. It's about learning to take a step back and respond, not react. So how is this done? By following the steps I'm about to share with you. First, you need to learn to control what you can and let go of the rest. I want you to think about a time when your plans were completely wrecked by something completely out of your control. Maybe it was the weather, a delay, or someone else's mistake. You can't change what's happened, but you can change how you respond. For example, let's say you're planning an outdoor event like hiking, and the forecast predicts rain. Do you have the power to stop the rain? No. But do you have the power to choose how you react? Absolutely. You can panic, get frustrated and let it ruin your day, or you could pivot. Move the event to another day and choose another activity, or maybe even embrace the rain and make it a part of the experience. Your emotional reaction is yours to control. The situation, not so much. When life throws you a curveball, ask yourself, can I control this? If the answer is no, why waste your energy? Acceptance is key. Focus on what you can change and let the rest go. Pause before you react. We live in a world where everything moves fast. Emails demand responses within minutes. Text messages come in non-stop. Social media bombards us 24/7. It's like we're all under this constant pressure to react instantly. But here's the truth. Reacting too quickly often leads to regret. Think about it. Someone sends you a message that triggers you. Your gut instinct might be to fire back with something sharp. But have you ever sent a message in the heat of the moment and immediately regretted it and wished you could take it back? We all have, right? The trick is to pause. Give yourself a moment before responding. When you take a breath, you create space between the emotion and your action. That space is where power lives. Ask yourself, why am I upset? Is it worth the drama? You'd be surprised how often your knee-jerk reactions lose their power once you stop to reflect. Reflection isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about understanding them. It's about gaining control over how you respond. When you practice this pause, you'll avoid unnecessary arguments, make better decisions, and avoid regretting your words or actions. This is a habit mastered by leaders and successful people. They don't rush to react. They think first. Practice dispassion. Have you ever been so caught up in a situation that you can feel your emotions spinning out of control? One minute you're excited, the next minute you're furious. It's a chaotic ride, right? What if I told you there's a way to stay calm in the storm? This is where dispassion comes in. It's not about being cold or emotionless. It's about being able to detach just enough to observe without getting swept away. Think of it like watching a movie. You're fully immersed in the story, but in the back of your mind you know it's just a movie. You're not living the drama, you're observing it. In life, practice stepping back when your emotions start to take over. Imagine yourself as the observer of your feelings, not the participant. Dispassion allows you to respond thoughtfully instead of impulsively, and in turn you make smarter, more grounded decisions. Life's drama doesn't need to dictate your emotional state. You can choose calm. Next, think. Will this matter in 2 years? Sometimes in the middle of a frustrating situation, it's hard to see the bigger picture. A comment from a colleague, a fight with a friend, or a missed opportunity can feel like the end of the world. But here's a reality check. Will this still matter in 2 years? It's easy to get consumed by something in the moment. But most of the time, what feels huge today will be forgotten tomorrow. That annoying remark, you probably won't even remember it. That small argument, it'll probably be resolved before you know it. So the next time you're caught up in a frustrating moment, ask yourself, will this matter in the long run? If it won't, let it go. Focus on the things that will matter: your relationships, your growth, your purpose. Learn to see obstacles as opportunities. Life isn't always smooth sailing. In fact, it's full of obstacles, some big, some small. What if I told you that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth? Let's say you lose your job. It might seem like a disaster at first, but that setback could be the very thing that pushes you towards a career you actually enjoy. Maybe you get rejected from something you really wanted, and again, it stings. But that could be the perfect chance to level up, to work on yourself and become stronger. Every challenge holds a lesson if you're open to seeing it. Something else that's important is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is powerful. When you practice gratitude, it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. It's like a mental reset, reminding you that even on tough days, there's still so much good in your life. Gratitude doesn't ignore the problems, it just keeps them in perspective. By acknowledging the good things in your life, you build resilience. You stop chasing an elusive future and start appreciating the present. Managing your emotional response is next. Sometimes you can't just avoid strong emotions. When that happens, it's important to know how to manage them. Bottling up your feelings or turning to unhealthy coping mechanisms only makes things worse. Instead, find healthier ways to process. Take a walk, talk to someone you trust, or do some meditation exercises. These tools won't make your emotions disappear, but they will give you the space to manage them more effectively. The more you practice these techniques, the easier it gets to regain control. And finally, understand that emotions aren't the enemy. Should you always aim to be in a good mood? No. And here's why. Not all emotions are bad. They're just information. Anger, sadness, frustration, they're all signals, pointing to something you need to understand or address. The key isn't to suppress your feelings, but to understand them. Feel your anger, feel your sadness, but don't let it hijack your life. Embrace the full spectrum of emotions without letting them dictate how you react. So, now that you know how to take control of your emotions, the question is, what will you do with this power? It's not about eliminating emotions, it's about choosing how to respond to them. The more you practice, the stronger you'll get. The more you understand yourself, the more you'll find peace in a world that's constantly trying to throw you off balance. Remember, it's about responding, not reacting.